Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start our question number 5 of exercise 12.2. Here it is given that IFEN is a parallelogram. So IFEN is a parallelogram. One another condition which is given by a question to us is angle E exceeds measure of angle F by 126. Means if you are assuming angle F is equals to x, then what will be the measure of angle E? It would be more than f plus 126. What is f? F is x. So I will write x plus 126 the measure of angle E. We have to find out the measure of angle E. So what is the relation between these two alphabets of the parallelogram? Yes, we can see F and E both are adjacent angle of parallelogram. So their sum should be 180. Adjacent angle sum should be 180. So I am going to write this link over there to find out these numbers. I will write angle F plus angle E is equals to 180 adjacent angle sum of parallelogram. So it would be angle F means x degree plus x degree plus 126 degree is equals to 180 degree. So it is 2x plus 126 degree 180. Now I will transfer 126 towards 180 and 2x is equals to 54. Now it would be 54 by 2, x is equals to 27. If x is equals to 27 means E should be 27 plus 126. So I will write this was the angle F. Now angle E is equals to x plus 126. So it would be 27 plus 126. So it will give you 153 degree. Means angle E is equals to 153 degree. Now we will move towards our next question. It is asking to us explain why a rectangle is a parallelogram. We will compare here what are the similarities between them, parallelogram and rectangle. So I am drawing here. We can see that opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel and equal in length. Suppose if it is 6 centimeter, then this side will also be 6 centimeter. Here if it is 4 centimeter, this would be again 4 centimeter. Let us check about the rectangle. Again we can see in rectangle opposite sides. Here are opposite sides. These are parallel, means their gap is same. Their distance is same. So if it is 7 centimeter, this would be 7 centimeter. Here if it is 3 centimeter, it would be 3 centimeter. Means opposite sides are equal and parallel in both cases. Another thing, opposite angles, if you will notice, we have read about the property of parallelogram. If it is 60, then it would be 60. So here if one corner is 90, then other will also be 90. Means opposite angles are equal. So first I am going to write similarity. Rectangle has two pairs of equal and parallel sides. What is another thing which we can say it is similar to the rectangle and parallelogram? in parallelogram we notice that diagonals bisect each other. So here is the diagonal 1 and diagonal 2. Diagonal bisect each other means each diagonal will divide another diagonal in two equal parts. So if it is 5, then it would be 5. If it is 7, it would be 7. Similarly, in rectangle, we have two diagonals and they both are bisecting each other. If it is 5, 5. It is 6, sorry, it is 5. And it is also 5. Means in both cases, diagonals are bisecting each other. So there are two qualities, that opposite angles are also equal in both of the cases and their diagonal bisect each other. What I am going to write, these two lines opposite angles are equal and sum of adjacent angle is 180. Means in parallelogram also we can see opposite angles are equal and adjacent angle sum is 180. The same thing we will observe in rectangle also. And the third one which we are going to write, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisects each other. So all three qualities are matching with parallelogram. So we can say a rectangle can be said as it is a parallelogram. Moving towards question number 8, we have to find out the unknowns. What are these unknowns? These are m and n. But it is not mentioned that what kind of figure they have given to us. It is rectangle. It is looking wise square, but if we notice that the stroke which are given on the sides, here is a double stroke means the measure of DE and CF will remain same, means it is also 2m. And single stroke on the EF and DC shows that n is equals to 3. So the value of n we can find out easily, and it is a rectangle. So I am going to write a part in rectangle CD EF n is equals to 3. Reason opposite sides are equal because it is a rectangle and we have to find out the value of 2m. But how we can find out the value of 2m? Because we never know the value of m, and any one of the side it is not given, like DE not given and CF is also not given. So what we are going to think, that we have a right angle triangle over there. If you will observe, you will find that it is a right angle triangle. I am writing it is F, C and E. So if it is 2m and it is 3, so the side which is just opposite to the 90 degree will known as hypotenuse, and if we are having hypotenuse means we are having a Pythagoras property to handle this situation. So we are using this one in triangle CEF by Pythagoras property. We can see h square is equals to p square plus b square. Fine. Then what is h? H is CE. Do we know this side? No, we don't know, or it is not given. It is given. It is 5. What it is? It is 5. So I will write it is 5 centimeter. So I will write 5 centimeter or directly units are given, so I will write 5 square. Now in place of P can be the perpendicular EF. What is E? 3 square, and B we never know, it is 2m whole power 2. Now we will transfer 3 square, 5 square minus 3 square is equals to 2m square. So it would be a plus b, a minus b. Earlier we have read this situation in chapter square and square root. So this thing also you can do, or you can subtract directly 25 minus 9. So I am recalling the same property, that is why I am writing 5 plus 3 and 5 minus 3 to recall you the concept of square and square root properties. So it will give you 8 and it will give you 2. So your number will be 16. So it is 2m square. Can I write 16 in form of the square of any number? Yes, we can write it. I will write 4 square and 2m square. Now I will cut these two. Those are in indice or the index. Now it is 4 is equals to 2m and 2 is cancelled by 4 is cancelled by 2. So m is equals to 2. Now we have m is equals to 2 and it was the only answer which we have to find. Earlier we have taken out the value of m. So n is equals to 3 and m is equals to 2. Here we have the answer. Now we will go for next question. It is C part of the same question, where we can see all sides are having a single stroke, means the given figure is of square. So x, w, x, y, z is the square. W in square, w, x, y, z. We have to find out the value of a and b. It's very simple, children. xy is equals to wz. xy is equals to wz. Opposite sides are equal. In square. So what is xy? It is 2a. And what is wz? It is 12. So 2 and 12 we will cancel and we will be having a is equals to 6. Once you will be having one variable, another variable would be same because it is square. So all sides should be equal in measure. So I will write 3b is equals to 12. Everywhere we can write yz is equals to wx, or we can write wz because opposite sides are equal. So yz means 3b. If I will write ws, it will again be 3b because the opposite sides are equal. But one more relation I have given to you, that wz is also equal to xz because single stroke shows that their measurement is same. So 3b directly can be written is equals to 12. So 3 and 12 we will cancel and b is equals to will be 4. Here, so we can write a is equals to 6 and b is equals to 4. Unit we can write as a measurement. Now we will go for the next part. Here is a question number 9. ABCD is a parallelogram. I have drawn earlier. ABCD is a parallelogram, means which of the angle you can find without any calculation. By putting one concept, we can say y and 75 will be equal. Angle B and angle D, those are on diagonal. They will be equal because these are the opposite angle of parallelogram. So I will write angle B is equals to angle D, opposite angles of parallelogram. That is why they will be equal. So what is angle B? It is y. What is angle D? It is 75 degree. We have taken out one variable. Now it's time to find out x or z, because we know that x and z again they are on the diagonals and they will be equal because these are opposite angle of parallelogram. So a and c will be equal. What is the relation between, because these both are missing, so we can't make the equation for them. First of all, we will think that D and C. B and C are the adjacent angles, so their sum should be 180. So I will write angle C plus angle D is equals to 180 degree. Sum of adjacent angle of parallelogram. So angle C I will write it is Z, angle D I will write it is 75. Now Z is equals to 180 minus 75. So Z is equals to 5 and 105 will be your value. So if Z is equals to 105, then what would be the relation between X and Z? Yes, I have told you earlier that these are opposite, so they will be equal. So angle A is equals to angle C because opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. So angle A stands for X and angle C stands for Z. So in place of angle C, I will write directly 105 because I have taken out the value of, or you wish to I can write, it is 105. So we have taken out the value of X. We have taken out all three alphabets X, Y, Z. So in last line we will write X is equals to 105 degree, Y is equals to 75 and Z is equals to 105.